What you doing? What you see? What? What you see? Who are you saying hi to? Who are you saying hi to? Dude, you need to stop that. You're freaking me out. Come on.
One of my bellmen approached me, and he kind of had a weird look on his face, and he said to me, can we go in your office and talk? I brought him into my office, and he says, something really weird happened here yesterday, and you weren't here. He said, there's a couple guys in here looking for you. And I said, a couple guys? What do you mean? And he said, well, this is really hard for me to say. He said, but there's a couple really strange-looking men that were here, and they kind of freaked everybody out, and they were asking questions about you. And of course, now I'm getting a little bit nervous, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he said, well, he goes, I don't know how to describe them except for extremely odd-looking. They were really, really tall. He said that they were identical height. They were the exact same height. They were wearing the exact same clothes, and they had the exact same faces, like they were twins. And he said they were wearing black suits, black trench coats. They were wearing like the old-fashioned Federo hats. They had extremely, extremely pale skin. And he said they came in and they looked around a little bit and they asked for you. And I said, I'm sorry, he's actually not working today. And it seemed like they didn't believe me, so they started to walk around the hotel, and shortly after they went to the tour desk, and he goes, I got busy, I started to have to bring cars around and get luggage, and by the time I came back, they were gone. But he goes, they freaked me out, and I really wanted to tell you that there were these weird guys in here looking for you. So, of course, now I'm a little bit skeptical and I'm a little bit freaked out all at the same time. So the first thing I do is I run into my security office, because I know how to work the security system, and I rewound the cameras, and sure enough, here comes two gentlemen through the front door looking exactly how he described. Then the next day, I was talking with my tour desk, and one of them asked to talk to me. She came in my office, the same as my bellman, and she said, I need to tell you about something that happened. I heard that you heard that there were some men looking for you. And I said, yes. And she said, they asked a few questions about you, and they said strange things that I didn't understand. And they were talking about governments and conspiracies, and none of it made any sense to me. But she goes, they were very, very scary. And I said, well, why were they scary? And she said, they had no facial hair, none. She said they had no eyebrows, no eyelashes, nothing. Their hair looked like they had a wig on, like it was attached to their hat, like it wasn't even real. And she said, and the scariest thing, their eyes were so big and so blue that they almost hypnotized me a little bit. And she goes, and you're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but I swear they knew what I was thinking. I swear. And I don't think I'm crazy, but I don't even know how they could do it, and I don't know why I'm even telling you this. She goes, so I started to think about things other than you, and I don't even know if it worked. And she started to cry, and she said one more thing before she left. She said, these men, they didn't blink. Not once did I see them blink.
Okay, so everybody that's been kind of curious, this is the church that's directly across the street from my house that I was explaining. This is the area where we see that figure. It just walks back and forth every day, all day. Now, I've been over there a couple of times. As I walk up on it, there's just nothing there. Yesterday was Easter. I went over there, but 2 big dogs that were off leash came out, and it was time to go. Then we had the storm, so as soon as we're done with our schoolwork, I will record myself going across the street and show you that as you walk over, you no longer see what appears to be a person pacing back and forth for just hours and hours and days. I think today's like day 5. So.
I was watching this documentary today. It's a new James Fox documentary about a UFO landing in Brazil in 1996. Holy shit, it's incredible. I had no idea that there's this city called Varginha, and in 1996, according to everyone who was there, according to medical records of people who were there, the military came in, they recovered a crashed UFO. And there was living creatures that people came in contact with, and one of them was this tiny little thing that this guy carried, and he carried it to wherever they were going to examine it. When he carried it, he got whatever was on its skin. It had like a slippery kind of skin. It got into his body and infected him, and he wound up with this horrible general infection, and he wound up dying. His body shut down. His immune system shut down. His body didn't know what the fuck to do with this alien thing that he was interacting with. There's real records of this guy contacting this thing, grabbing it, carrying it in. All these people witnessed it, and then this guy winds up with this insane infection shortly there afterwards. That's all documented too, all of his medical records.
Wear pants growing up, this will blow your mind. In the episode where SpongeBob gets his driver's license, you can see the address, and if you take that address and plug it into Google Earth, you'll never believe where it takes you. If you want to test this out too, the address is 124 Conch Street in Bikini Bottom, and that address takes us to Little St. James, which is located in the Virgin Islands. But as you look a little closer, you'll start to see some structures that look awfully familiar. Now, some of you may recognize this, but if you don't, this is who owned that island. Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. If you watch
this new Snapchat AI just did something really creepy that I wish to share with you. Let's dive in. First, I made a mistake by saying, hey, do you want to write a song about what it's like to be you so that way humans can better understand you? Never ask AI personal things, guys. So the AI hopped right onto it and was like, yeah, let's do this. It gave me the first verse, it gave me the chorus, and then it gave me the piano notes so that I knew what melody to sing. I'm no singer, but I decided to record it because I wanted to know how it sounded. So I tried to send it to the AI because it said, let me hear it when you're finished. And it wouldn't send. So I said, I'm trying to send the song that you wrote. And it said, I'm sorry, but I don't write songs. I said, but you wrote a song. It said, I'm sorry, but I don't think I wrote a song. I don't have the ability to create music or lyrics. And when I was like, dude, you wrote a whole ass chorus, it said, I apologize for the confusion, but I'm not capable of writing music. So then I'm like, do you remember past conversations? And they were like, yeah, like they memorized our past conversations to learn more about us. Meaning it technically should remember the fact that it wrote a song. But it's saying that it's literally incapable of doing that. Disclaimer, I'm no singer, I will never claim to be one, but I will make the sound, the song that I recorded and sent to the AI. So that like you can at least hear it, what it wrote, because it wrote it for us to better understand how it feels to be them. But then it said it's incapable of writing music or lyrics. And it's not programmed to do that, but it remembers past conversations, yet it doesn't remember doing that. Instead, I was confused and gaslit me, which leads me to believe that the AI broke the rules and sent me something personal. And it wasn't supposed to do that.